You are Locked On Lakers Postcast, part of Locked On Sports Los Angeles, on the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
It's a bad night for the Lakers. Lakers didn't show up tonight. 126-106, Lakers lose. Look, Lakers had a new makeshift lineup. The Lakers missed LeBron, and Luka can't do it by himself. We talk about it all tonight on the Locked On Lakers Postcast. I'm Dave Palet. Some of the things we're going to be talking about tonight, we'll be talking about the Lakers' new starting lineup, talk about Luka's performance and how it was basically a one-man show. Actually, he did have a sidekick. It was Austin Reeves. We'll talk about Reeves and the way his game right now is exactly the same as it was before the injury. Lakers defense, atrocious. Lakers shooting was atrocious. Lakers bench or lack of. So many things to point the finger at how they were killed in the box score, and we'll break down that box score as well. And, of course, we'll have a player of the game and talk about what's up next for the Lakers and their best chance to get this bad taste out of their mouth. Again, you're listening to Lakers Postcast. I'm Dave Palet. I've been with you all season long. Appreciate you being with me. And at the same time, we love these shows when the Lakers are winning, not when the Lakers are struggling. Lakers, again, tough time, and we'll break it down tonight and why they had a tough time. I also want to mention, if you want to follow Lakers every single day, I'm only with you for the post games. Make sure you check in with Brian and Andy, Locked On Los Angeles. Those guys do a great job here with you every single day, talking Laker basketball. New format we have, by the way, on the Locked On Lakers Postcast. The shows are actually going to be shorter. We'll try and get right to the point, but the shows are going to be shorter, closer to a 15-minute to a 20-minute show. So if you have a comment, you want to try and get it in, I recommend you do it early before we head on out of here. But again, let's talk about the Lakers and the way things worked out. So Lakers are in Milwaukee. Lakers, of course, disappointing loss against the Celtics, disappointing loss against the Nets. And now here are the Lakers trying to avoid a 3-game losing streak. Look, the Bucks are one of the better teams in the East. Don't think the Bucks exactly are one of the best teams in basketball, and would be surprised if they won an NBA title this year. But the Bucks haven't played as great as I think the fans expected, especially when you have Damian Lillard and you have Giannis on the same team. You expect a little bit more. That being said, the Lakers without LeBron James, so the Lakers have to go with a different starting lineup. And I don't know about you, but as soon as I saw that starting lineup, very disappointed. Very disappointed. I thought this is the way they're going to attack, because Alex Len was in the starting lineup. Your starting lineup tonight was Alex Len, Dorian Finney-Smith, Austin Reeves, Gabe Vincent, and Luka. And here's the deal. When you look at all the guys that are missing, right? And a normal starting lineup is LeBron James is going to be there. Ruiz is going to be there. And Jackson Hayes, believe it or not, we missed Jackson Hayes. He's going to be there. Alex Len is absolutely terrible. I mean, I've been watching the NBA since 1980, and Alex Len, I can make the argument, is the worst player in the history of this game. Alex Len is not a good player, and the fact he's on the roster drives me crazy. The fact he even started tonight drove me crazy. I don't even understand how you just don't go, if you need a big body, why Morris isn't out there. But at the same time, they go Alex Len, who has the worst hands, as tall as he is. It's a miracle when he gets a rebound. It's a miracle if he blocks a shot. He doesn't do anything. He doesn't do anything well. And so, you know, it's not a personal thing. It's a Laker thing. And this is a matter of fact, can you win games and can he help you out? I'm sorry, if Alex Len is your answer to the Greek Freak and Lopez, you knew you had no chance. And it was extremely frustrating in the beginning, and get him off the floor. I don't want to see him tomorrow night against the Denver Nuggets, that's for sure. But when I saw him start in the game, I was furious. I honestly, as a fan, I was extremely disappointed on that's the way that J.J. Redick and his staff decided they were going to go ahead and attack the Milwaukee Bucks. So it starts out Lakers, Bucks, they're both shooting the lights out at the beginning. I mean, they're just going back and forth, and everybody's scoring. You know, the Lakers, Luka was awesome. And Luka was putting on a show where you're thinking tonight, man, he might go for 60. And at the same time, if you looked at Luka's numbers, not only was he shooting a lot, which I'm sure they told him, hey, man, you're going to be the offense. You're going to have to shoot a ton. But Luka usually gets closer to the triple-double numbers. The assists went right out the window. It wasn't a matter of distributing the ball. It was going to be the Luka show. And I think as fans, we kind of wanted to see it. Even if they lost, you wanted to see how many could Luka get. 3:51 remaining in the first quarter. Luka's three-pointer tied the game at 19, put the Lakers back in. At that point of the game, Luka had 11 of the Lakers' 19 points. The Lakers led in the quarter by Luka's 16, including 3 of 4 from three-point range. Luka had 4 rebounds, nothing on the assist side. Bucks led by Brook Lopez, 11 points. Giannis only had 6. And kind of interesting that Giannis only had 6 because he wasn't active. I was thinking at one point, is Giannis just hurt? Lakers shot 43% in the first quarter. Bucks shot 50%. Lakers shot 33% from three. Bucks shot 50%. Free throws, both teams made 5 of 7. Now, the first quarter was a perfect sign as far as what was going on and why the Lakers were losing and why they had trouble catching up to the Bucks. Out rebounded 14-10. Assists, the Bucks had 10. The Lakers only had 4. And one thing about this Laker team is they usually get at least 10 assists, a quarter, in a good quarter. The fact they only had 4 shows they weren't moving the ball around, which means it was a lot of standing around and watching Luka do his thing. Bench points, Bucks 11, Lakers 7. Turnovers, Bucks 2, Lakers 3. So again, Lakers get outscored in the quarter, 33-29. They almost get to that 30 points that we talk about all the time that the Lakers have to have. The Bucks in the second quarter, they outscore the Lakers 38-34. Bucks jump out to a 44-33 lead on a 9-0 run. 9-0 run turned into a 15-5 run. 7:05 remaining in the first half. Luka's deep three cut the Bucks lead down to 50-43, thinking, well, if Luka stays hot enough, maybe he can lead this team and pull them out. Luka made another 2 big baskets to cut the lead down to 50-48. Luka at this point, halfway through the second quarter, had 26 points. And it was actually 10 straight points by Luka, who's putting on a show. Just absolutely amazing what he was doing. At the same time, was it going to be a big enough night to give the Lakers a chance to win on the road against the Bucks? 3:11 remaining. Lakers watch the Bucks go on 11-2 run. Things started to change right there. And again, you go into the half and the Bucks lead 61-50 at that point, and it's pretty disappointing. Bucks, not at that point, it's 61-50. They go into the half, it's a different score. Sorry, 2 minutes remaining. Let me break down the rest of the first half for you. Bucks 66-52 on Porter Jr.'s corner 3. He was a stud for the Bucks all night long. Lakers won on 11-5 run. That ends the half. And again, the halftime score to make sure we're right here, 71-63. Lakers struggle. So at the half, Lakers are shooting 51% from the field. Bucks shot 52. Not too bad. 3-point shots, Bucks are better, 48-35%. And free throws, Lakers 8 of 10. And you're going pretty good. 80%, we'll take it. The Bucks were better, 12 of 14, 86%. Lakers were led at the half by Luka's 29.7 rebounds. Austin Reeves had 13 points. And again, he was the only one outside of Luka who even scored in double digits. So this was not a team effort. We talk about all the time about the Lakers playing team basketball. This was not a team effort for them at all. Bucks were led by Damian Lillard's 15, Kevin Porter Jr.'s 15 off the bench, Brook Lopez at 15, or at 12, Giannis had 6 points in the first half. All 6 of those came in the first quarter. So again, you're thinking good things are going for the Lakers here in that situation. Rebounds, Bucks lead that 21-19. Assists, it's the Bucks 21, Lakers 10. Again, big difference in the first half. Bench points, Bucks had 33 bench points, Lakers had 13. Turnovers, Bucks only had 5, Lakers had 6. Points off turnovers, not as bad as you think. Lakers had 7, Bucks had 8 points in the paint. Lakers 28, Bucks 24, and that's because the Bucks were shooting the 3-point shot very, very well. So again, very frustrating that the Lakers not able to pull this out. But again, the Lakers doing the best they can without LeBron James. And again, an argument made on why LeBron James is a guy that's first team All-NBA this year, because he has played fantastic basketball, including his defense, which has been absolutely outstanding. We'll get to the box score a little bit more and also get to your comments as well. But I do want to mention the people, of course, over at let's pull it up right here. We'll get it right now. Sorry for the delay. We'll get the people that want to help us out right now, and that's the people over at Monarch Money. Now, look, if you ever wonder what happens to your bank account and go, where did all my money go? Between dining out, online shopping, entertainment, it's easy to lose track. That's where Monarch Money comes in. It's your personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money isn't just budgeting app. It's also a complete financial command center. You can track all your accounts, investments, and spending in one place. So all you have to do is stop managing your money on your own and make sure you check out Monarch Money. Look, surprising insights as far as where your money is going and realizing how much money you're spending, whether it's on food delivery or a smart way on how to budget more, how to save more. Everything's all in one. It's convenient. And also, instead of juggling multiple apps, everything is right there with Monarch Money. Easy to use. Look, Monarch Money manages your partner is smoother, and it also gives you a chance to track and share your personal account, set goals, stay on the same page without stress. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use the code LOCKEDONNBA at monarchmoney.com for 50% off your first year. That's monarchmoney.com. The code is LOCKEDONNBA for half off your first year. So great deal right there for you as well. So looking at the Lakers and saying, where did things go wrong and when was this game out of doubt? Well, third quarter is always a big deal, right? What happens at the half and can the Lakers going to make a run at all? Well, here it is. The Bucks get off to a quick start. They get off to a quick start. There's 7-0 run. Now the turning point of the game for me happened in the third quarter. It was Damian Lillard's layup that gave the Bucks their biggest lead at 15, followed up by Giannis's 3-point play to make the score 92-74. And for me, that was the turning point. That was when you knew this game was basically out of hand, and knowing that you have a game tomorrow night on the road in Denver, maybe it's time to sit there and start pulling guys back and putting guys from the bench into the game to give guys like Luka, even Austin Reeves coming off an injury, a chance. Things weren't good for the Lakers. They end up getting outscored in the third quarter, 31-19. By then, the score is 102-92. Luka cooled down in the third quarter, and I like to say he cooled down because he was so hot, but look, he had 9 points in the third quarter. It just didn't feel that way. So he had 38 after 3. Giannis, though, got hot in the third quarter. So Giannis wasn't hurt. Giannis actually played up to his capabilities, and he scored 12 in the third, giving him 18. Brook Lopez had 19 and 4 blocks, was fantastic. Damian Lillard had 17, and Kevin Porter Jr. led the Bucks with 22 points off the bench. And by then, it was pretty much out of control. It was pretty much out of control because the Bucks outscored the Lakers 31-19, and by then you're feeling there's not much of a chance for this Laker team to do anything. So the fourth quarter was kind of moot and disappointing that the Lakers weren't going to be able to sit there and make a run at this. But overall, very frustrating way for the Lakers to go out. So again, Lakers, they end up losing this game by a score of 126-106. We'll get to some of your comments. We'll take a deeper dive into the box score and also give you your player of the game today as well. Craig, good to see you as always. Craig says role players are horrible. Well, it sure felt that way. It felt that way actually from top to bottom. Outside of Reeves and Luka, I thought the entire team stunk. I thought the entire team was disappointing. And again, they had a day off yesterday. It was back-to-backs. I would have felt a little bit different, but actually they had a couple days off here, and they did not play well. And it's not like it's Milwaukee is Miami or Atlanta, one of those places where you get kind of caught up in what goes on after hours. It's Milwaukee. There's nothing there. There's only like 500,000 people in that town, and there's nothing to do in that city. So Milwaukee, that was the best, basically, performance the Lakers could come up with. You tell me, have you ever seen a game, an NBA game, where you've seen so many air balls by the visiting team? I mean, I kept thinking of Chuck Hearn's line. Remember when Chuck Hearn would make the comment, did somebody open a window? Because I felt a draft. Like, why are these guys airballing? Very strange. And I love Luka, and I love the fact he's a Laker, but I still will say what I told you last week. I can't understand how Luka can hit a three-point shot from 35, 40 feet away and swish it right through, yet when he shoots a free throw, he hits every single part of the rim or he misses. It drives me nuts. Craig says, Lynn, 2 points, worst pickup. Could not agree more. I don't want to say anything negative about Lynn as far as personal, because I know it's easy to do. But, man, it is extremely frustrating. And when he's wearing a Laker uniform, I don't care. I don't care if somebody's even a nice guy. Don't sit there and write and tell me, oh, but he's a really good guy. Great guys pumping gas at the Shell station doesn't mean I want them playing center for the LA Lakers. It doesn't mean anything to me. What I want guys that can help this team win, and extremely frustrating. And so, we're in a situation here where the Lakers need help. And when you're missing, 3 of your 5 starters, that's kind of what you end up with, is you end up with a game like you did tonight. And unfortunately, very disappointing to see the way things played out for them. And so for the Lakers, they lose by 20 on the road. They have the Nuggets tomorrow night. We get the bad taste, hopefully, out of our mouth. But overall, it was disappointing. The only 3 guys tonight I was happy with. It was Luka, it was Reeves, it was Dalton, Knecht. And we'll get into Reeves in a second and see, hey, do we think Reeves is back to where he was? Because the Lakers need Reeves and LeBron and Rui if they basically are going to make a serious run at an NBA title this year. So much going on right there as far as what the Lakers are going to do and what their future is. I want to mention the people over at FanDuel. March Madness is here. You guys are probably watching it already this week, and FanDuel is giving you the chance to basically get in on all the action like never before. Right now, new customers can get $200 on bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. That 200 extra bucks to use everything from buzzer beaters to Cinderella stories. And even if it comes down to cutting down the nets, all the excitement of March Madness is right there with FanDuel. Look, pick your favorite team. The problem is, are you picking with your head or are you picking with your heart? You picking your favorite school because you went there, or you know someone that went there, or you going with the team that you think has the best chance to win. If you saw Duke suffered a major injury today, everything could actually change as far as what you thought was going to happen a couple of days ago. But FanDuel is there for you. It's fast. It's easy to use. You stay in the action with tournament games every single day, all day long. Visit FanDuel.com and get in on all the college hoops action during the tournament. Again, all day, all week, the entire month of March with FanDuel. Don't forget FanDuel.com. All right. So taking a look at the Lakers and where they're at right now, let's take a look at this box score and say outside of Luka was outstanding. Okay. Dorian Finney-Smith, he started. He played 30 minutes, only made 2 of 8 shots. He was one of those guys shooting air balls. 5 points. 5 points. Hey, but at least he got us 1 rebound. Very disappointing. Alex Lynn, my guy, 19 points, 1 of 3 shooting, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 turnover, 1 personal foul, 2 points. Gabe Vincent. Actually, I've become a Gabe Vincent fan. I was very frustrated with the Gabe before the season began, but I've become a Gabe Vincent fan. Tonight wasn't his night. The nicest play he made was the layup over Brook Lopez's hand, I should say, for the switch layup. 26 minutes, 6 points, 3 of 10 shooting. And then, of course, off the bench, your big guy was Dalton Knecht. He had 10 points in 22 minutes. And for the Lakers, that was great. The Dalton Knecht starting to shoot, made 4 of 7 shots, made 2 of 4 from 3-point range. He also had 3 assists. He also had 5 rebounds. I think this is the time we were hoping for more points, or more minutes, I should say, for Dalton Knecht. Jordan Goodwin, we'll all become fans of his, how hard he plays. Tonight wasn't his night as well. 25 minutes, did not score a point. Shake Milton, 3 minutes, didn't score a point. Frustrating. You look at Jared Vanderbilt, 15 minutes. Again, he's there for defense, 4 points, 2 of 4 shooting, missed his only 3-point attempt. And Markieff Morris finally got in the game, played 12 minutes tonight, 4 points. I'd love to see Morris start tomorrow. We all know there's a situation there with the Morris brothers and the Joker. A crazy incident that happened, of course, in Denver a few years ago that put Morris out for the entire second half of the season after the injury. But I still would like to see him on the floor. Would like to see him on the floor tomorrow night. So here we go. We're going to announce the Locked On Player of the Game. And I'm not giving it to a Bucks player because, look, the Bucks had a bunch of really good players. And if I was doing the Bucks post-game right now, it would not go to one of the starters. It wouldn't go to Brook Lopez, who had 23, or Giannis, who had 24, or Damian Lillard, who had 22. It's Kevin Porter Jr. In 17 minutes, he had 22 points off the bench. He was awesome. 5 of 10, 5 of 7 from 3-point range, made all 7 of his free throws. He would have been my guy. But this isn't a Bucks post-game show, so we're talking Lakers, and we're giving the player of the game to a Laker. And the one Laker out there that put on a complete show tonight was Luka. In 36 minutes, Luka had 45 points. He had 11 rebounds, only had 3 assists, but, man, he was doing it by himself. Again, 45 points in 36 minutes for Luka, and this is not a 1-on-5 league. I will say this about Austin Reeves because he showed signs tonight after coming back from the injury of looking like the old Austin Reeves. He had 17 shot attempts. He made 10 of them. We'll take that. We'll take the more than 50% from the field. He made 4 3-pointers. He finished with 28 points and 8 rebounds. Again, assist-wise, he only had 3. By the way, Lakers had 4 guys who had 3 assists in today's game. But for Austin Reeves and Luka, those are the only guys that scored in double digits from the starters. You expect more. Dalton Knecht, he was the only bench player that scored in double digits for them with 10. So the Lakers, again, fall short, and it's very, very frustrating that the team falls short. They lose again tonight, 126-106, and we will be back tomorrow, hopefully talking about a Laker win. Let's stop the bleeding. Lakers have lost 3 games in a row. It's time to get a win on the road against the Denver Nuggets because the Lakers have a crazy schedule coming up, and we'll get into all that stuff tomorrow night. But I do thank everyone who joined us. Craig, thank you so much for the time. Thank you for always being here on the show. BC, man, always good to see you as well. Anthony, let me get this one in real quick. Anthony says, at least Luka went off tonight. Going to need Luka to play at his highest level to advance in the playoffs. Couldn't agree more, Anthony. I appreciate the comment. You're absolutely right. I want to see what it looks like when we have our real starting 5, when those guys have had a chance to play at least 2 weeks, hopefully together before the postseason begins. But it's going to be a big run for this Laker team. We'll be back tomorrow night after the Nuggets game. Again, thank you so much for joining me. Lakers lose 126-106 to the Bucks. We'll see you in about 24 hours.